So I think of myself as a pretty typical millennial in a lot of ways. I have got my mom, I've got my dad, and then I've got Google. So I remember the first time that I made a chicken roast, and that was pretty much thanks to Google. I typed it in, and I got all these different recipes, and it turned out great. And I was just like, man, Google is really there for me. Google helped me learn to play guitar, and that time I couldn't find my hammer, well, I just typed that into Google, and Google said, just use a rock. So I got my face done, and it all really worked out. So when I got sick, I figured I would turn to my good friend, Google, right? So you know this story, right? You got all these symptoms, and it's really weird, and so you type them into Google, and the thing about Google's really reliable, but a little bit blunt, right? So Google says to me, Google's like, you can have this cold virus type thing, sleep it off in a couple days, you're probably going to be good. Or Google says, hey, you might want to go to the emergency room like right now because you're about to die. So, I turn to Google at those vulnerable moments like 2, 3 a.m., even though everyone has said you can definitely call me at any time, but Google's just so easy and so right there, so that tends to be who I turn to. So I'm sick, and I'm going to all these doctor's appointments, and they finally start giving me a few little hints of information. They start saying things like, vasculitis, or maybe lupus, or drug-induced lupus, or Sjogren's, or that blood cell count of yours is just not, and I'm like, whoa, I've got all these new words for Google. So I go to Google and I say, okay, here's what I've got. So I'm like typing this stuff in and getting all this new information, and somehow I ended up in this kind of like portal, I'm like really in the depths of Google, okay? So my roommates, I'm pretty sure they're still living this like 9-to-5 situation. I mean, I'm not working anymore because I'm so sick that that is kind of the thing in the past. So I'm just like, it's me and Google all day, But I see them coming and going, but I'm in there and I find this whole new land, It's like there's all these forums and these communities and these people, and we have this language that we've developed. We know the same words, and they start to, at first I'm like a newbie, and I'm like, I don't want to say the wrong thing, there's veterans and these forums, but then I start learning about AIP, autoimmune protocol, and FODMAPs, and grains. Oh my God, grains! And sugar, I won't even say the S word. And I'm like, and I found my people, You get me, we can talk about coffee enemas like it's no big thing. It's great. And so I go to these doctor's appointments, right? And I start owning up to it a little bit, because at first I would just kind of name symptoms and try to hint at maybe what I thought was going on or suggest treatments, but then I'm like, I'm on Google. This is what I think is happening. And some of my doctors are cool with this, and some of my doctors not as much. But so I go to these appointments, and eventually, I'm having dinner with my roommates, and I start to say, I've been researching a lot, that's kind of what I've been doing and stuff. And they meet me, with a lot of compassion. They're like, well, you're so sick, of course you're researching, that makes so much sense. And I'm like, okay, yeah, it makes sense. And I, they go to work, and I go back into my portal, and I look at the FODMAPs and the low-grain diet and the histamines, and it's endless. All these people care about the same things I care about. They want to know which carrots we should be eating. I'm here, I've arrived. And then, months go by, and I'm in this portal, and it's like but I still come out and then we have dinner, my roommates and I kind of bring it up again. I'm like, yeah, I mean, I'm still researching a little bit. And this time, the reaction, a little bit different. You know, they're like, yeah, so how can we, like, support you with this? And I get these visions of being like, hi, my name is Cameron, and I use Google, and where is this going? So, you know, I had to start thinking about me and Google and where things were going, and, you know, it's been some time now, and maybe you wonder, you know, where are things at with Google? Well, I can't say that Google and I completely broke up or anything, you know. I couldn't, you know, not completely. But I decided that, you know, maybe we should talk about the boundaries of the relationship. So I did that. And so at the end of the day, you know, I'm still a millennial. I got rid of my smartphone, but I've got this flip phone, and I have that computer, and Google and I we still hang out, but it's new, it's different, and Google will always be there for me.